Alright, welcome to the stream, guys. I am streaming today because I'm reflecting on my past experiences. I've just finished off a tournament, okay, with my school team, and I just want to reflect things that I did well, things I want to improve on, and I'm probably just going to work on a few different projects and sort of talk with you guys while I do that. I thought that'd be interesting. So if you have any questions, just hit me up. If the question you have at the moment is what tournament did I do, it was the Volleyball Queensland Intermediate Schools Cup. I went with the school I'm coaching at, but because I'm a responsible person, I'm not going to tell you the name of that school. But you can just think, well, it's just a school Artie was coaching at. So let's get straight into it. Wrong ones. Okie dokie. So, at the moment, not sure if you can see that. Can you see that? You can't. Oh. Okay. There we go. Alright, so the way I'm going to do this is, yeah, I just figured it out. Sorry, it was my bad. Thank you for telling me that, Tristan. The way I'm going to do this is the way I ask my students and my players after games. 1 up, 1 forward. So 1 up is a thumbs up, something you did well. 1 forward is something you want to work on in the future. So the ups are always a hard thing because in this competition we came second. We got the silver, which is obviously we're very, very privileged and very happy that we got silver, but very, very frustrated we lost the gold. Alright, so the ups, what I think I did really well is I think as a coach I'm very calm and I try and exude that onto my players and they feel that calmness. That's what I believe I'm good at. I believe I'm good at staying calm. I believe I'm good at doing stats because I stat real time. I'm going to show you the stats I took. Okay. I believe I did a good job at reading those stats and creating basic game plans. And I think I did a good job at, I know it's a bit of a throwaway, but coaching on the sideline, because I was on the sideline and I was coaching. So I think I did a good job at that. I don't know what, let's say managing the team. Managing team, and I'll put in little things down here. Managing the team, I think everyone got good court time. I believe we had a strong team. We put together a strong team. And I'll say timeouts and flow. Oh, that's not a very good. And flow of the game. What I mean by flow of the game is when we're under pressure, it's really easy to get caught up in the speed of the game. So I think we slowed it down when we need to. We got a timeout there. We got a sub here to slow down the game. And when we were ahead, we were really good at pushing that forward and putting pressure on the other team. Now, the things that I need to get better at are constantly going through my head. I've had one night to think about it, and I've just been constantly thinking about it. The number one thing I need to get better at is talking to the team after a big loss. Honestly, something I've never done before. Talking to a team after a loss. Very, very hard. Now, I'm going to say, say, important loss. I'm going to say 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 important lo because after a important loss. Because, man, I have not had too many experiences where I was able to, like, we got to the finals or something and we were expecting to win and then we lost, and I haven't experienced that that much. So I have no idea how to debrief players. I don't know how to talk to them. I don't know how to, I don't know what to do in those situations. So that's something we're going to be discussing and maybe looking into and maybe doing a little bit of research. Talking to a team after an important loss. Very hard thing to do. In the moment, I sort of just... At the start, I just filled the air. I was like, okay, we're feeling a lot of feelings. Can we talk about this stuff? And yeah, one of the boys was like, yeah, I'm feeling pissed. And I was like, yeah, feeling pissed, feeling angry. I tried to go through those emotions, but what I didn't realize was I was dealing with year 9, 10 boys. And unfortunately, they haven't been taught or equipped yet with the tools to express themselves in positive ways. So they would have been feeling a lot of emotions. They would not have been able to express those emotions because there was so much going on. So that's a fault of mine. Okay. Emotional damage. Nah, I shouldn't say that. Emotional debrief. Alright, so talking to a team after an important loss, emotional debrief. I sort of went in there saying, how are you feeling? They had no idea how they were feeling because so much was going on. Alright, I feel like an idiot because they're under so much pressure. They really, really wanted to win. You know, and it's just rough. It's really rough. Okay, so emotional debrief. We'll talk about the ideas that I've had for emotional debrief. Okay, because I've got a few ideas, especially about talking to boys in those situations. The next thing is having I guess it's not really tied in. It is sort of tied in. It's tied in with debrief. Yo, hey Kyle. Good to see you. We're just chatting on things I could improve on, things I was good at, and things I could improve on. I'm just having an out loud debrief with y'all. So if you have any questions, just hit me up. If you have any coaching experience, hit me up because I'd love to know your ideas. So the forward, talking to a team after an important loss. That was one thing. Emotional debrief. A lot was going on. The next thing I really, really need to work on that has been going through my mind is our tournament debrief. Okay. Now, when I talk about tournament debrief, I'm talking about what we did. What am I trying to say? Like debriefing about the whole tournament in general. Like thinking about who we're grateful for. We're grateful for our parents. Who else are we grateful for? We're grateful for someone. Maybe the manager. Like debriefing in that sort of way. So there's the game debrief that I think I really need to work on, especially in important losses. But I also think I need to work on, because I didn't do this, a tournament debrief. Okay, it's really, really important for people to get closure on events in their lives. A lot of people don't get that, and that's why they feel so empty afterwards. All right, the next day they feel a bit depressed because they were feeling all this energy, they were loving it, they were having such a great time, and now the next day they're back at school. It's just a normal thing. They didn't get to debrief and get all those emotions and talk about that sort of stuff. So that's something I didn't do, and I wish I did. We'll talk about some ideas that I've thought about there. And the third thing I want to get better at is reading the other coach and playing to our strengths. Let's say Reading opponent strategy. Is it ER? I don't think so. Strategy. Strategy. And adjusting. Okie dokie. So these are the things that I think did really well. So I stayed calm. I did stats real time. So we had a good idea of what the team looked like. We were managing. I think I managed the team really well with how many plays we had, how much court time everyone got, how strong our team was, and I also think we managed like the flow of the game. So we were doing timeouts at the right time. We were doing subs at the right time. We were trying to push our advantage at the right time. So I think those are the things I did well. And it's so hard to think about. Because in reality, when we think about all this sort of stuff, we always think of this first. Forward. What can I do better? What can I do better? I suck. What can I do better? But we also need to remember this stuff over here. The stuff that we did really well. Because I'm not sure if you know much about the brain and stuff, but what they believe is we have 5 times the negative receptors in our brains than the positive. All right. So when I was teaching, they would say, hey, you need to try and have 5 positive prompts and maybe 1 critical prompt. And they say that in marriage books as well. Like when you're in a relationship, it should be 5 positive to 1 negative. And by doing that, we're balancing that out. Okay. We're not overdoing our positivity. We're balancing out the positive and negative by doing 5. Okay. So it's not like, 5 compliments or whatever are up here and 1 critical thing is down here. They're actually exactly worth the same because we have 5 times the negative receptors, you know? So that's why a lot of people believe we've got anxiety these days, because through an evolutionary standpoint, we've got those 5 times the negative reactors because we had to run away from lions, bros. We had to fight freaking wild things. So that's why we have so many negative receptors, because throughout evolution, throughout the last 50,000 years, we've had to evolve to do that. Now that we've come to this beautiful life where I'm sitting in my room with a computer and I've got food in my fridge and cupboard, there's not really that much danger around, is there? But our body is still interpreting all these things as dangerous, if that makes sense. Sorry, I went on a bit of a rant, but my whole point was we need to focus on the ups as well. I'm now starting to realize how hard that is, especially after a game for kids and for students, because I'm just like, focus on the positive. Let's talk about what we did well. You know, it's really hard to think about this stuff, even for me right now. I don't feel right thinking about the good stuff I did. I'm only thinking about, in this color, all this stuff I need to get better at. Okay, so there's good reflection doing that. All right, let's move forward. Oh, sorry. Don't know if you have said it or not, but was this indoor or beach? Oh yeah, that's right. I did that's right. I was at the beach. So it was at the Gold Coast. Good question, Sam. It was at the Gold Coast, but it was indoor. So I was coaching indoor. My school team, 66 indoor. My story, I think, my IG story, I was at the beach because I had a 2-hour break and I was like, I'm chilling. Let's go eat some food. And went to like Paradise Island. I don't know. It's a really cool place. But yes, indoor, but I was at the beach chilling. Gutterman's magic ratio, yep. Gutman's? Is that his name? Or something along the lines of that. Yeah, it's 5-1 is the sort of accepted at the moment. Some people say it's even 6-1. But yeah, that's all about the evolution of our bodies. We've got 5 times the negative reactors. So when you say one negative thing to someone, hey, you look like crap. I don't know. You know, that's 5 times stronger than if you said, you look good. Pretty, am I on the stage? Pretty interesting. All right, but here at Coach Artie, here at Club Artie, we love learning. All right, so we can accept our Positive lifestyles. We've talked about that. Woo! And I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, especially this part here. Creating game plans and statting real time. And then we can get into the juicy stuff forwards. Okay, now, I've said I stat real time. And that is very true. Let me show you my statting app. If you haven't seen it, here it is. Sorry. Just got a little email. Might be a little important, but that's okay. Okay, so. Let's refresh this. Oh, I thought I changed all the names. Oopsie. That's all right. All right, let's take a look at some of this stuff. Let's read it. Stats. Oh, no. Okay, well, I'm going to have to do some work on these stats because I need to take all the names out and stuff like that. So maybe I'll come back and do that later. But let's go into a random one. Queensland White versus Victoria. This is when I was coaching for the Queensland Pirates. So what happens here is making a game plan is really, really easy with this software because if I'm statting real time, I know exactly what the other team is doing. You know, a lot of time as coaches, we don't have stats and we look at the other team and we have feelings. We think about stuff. It's like, oh, I think they're tipping a lot. Or you say, they're tipping a lot. All right, but how much are they tipping? How many points are they winning from tips? Are we getting those tips up? That's the important stuff. All right, because, hey, if they're tipping a lot and we're picking it up, who cares? All right, it doesn't matter. Then it's not affecting our team. So when we look at this sort of stuff, oh no, what is going on here? Let's do this one. Sorry, guys. All right, so first things first, when I look at my own stats, I take a look at the other team. So if I was Queensland Pirates, all right, on the left, and I wanted to look at Canberra Heat Women's, I'd take a look at their serving. All right, and now this app is incredible because what you're looking at now is all the serves. Okay, so the ball at the end is where the ball landed, so with the number in it. Okay, where the line starts is where they served it from. So as you can see in the first set, they've got about a 50-50 split between right side and left side servers. That's an interesting thing to think about. Now, let's take a look. They didn't get any aces on us this game. Blue means serves that are really, really aggressive. Okay, now what can you guys notice from this information? What I notice is most of the aggressive serves are coming from the right side. If we take a look at the left side, there are two serves. Serves are deep as well. Yes, Tristan. Well done. All right, good observation. Those are going very, very deep. Okay, now, most of the aggressive serves are on the right side. Okay, so I can say to my players, hey, let's adjust for that. Okay, we know these players. Let's take a look. Number 11, really hard server. We struggle with them. Number 4 and number 3. No, number 4, we struggle with. So let's try and adjust our defense system when we know that serve is coming up. We also know, just as Tristan just said, serves are deep. Okay, so let's try and adjust for that as well. Libero, what do you want us to do? Okay, and that's how we create basic defensive game plans. Now, let's take a look at their passing. This is on serve receive. Okay, now it looks like a whole lot of squiggly lines. Yes, it is. But what we see from this is Canberra's passing on serve receive. Okay, so if we take a look at the perfect passes they had, as we can see, are in 6. So First thing to think about is, should we serve to 6? I don't know. Let's take a look at the good passes. Okay, that's a pretty good spread. Yeah. All right. We got more. Let's see if I can use my mouse to try and show you guys what's going on. Let's go here. Hey, there we go. All right. Let's just make this bigger for now. Okay, so as you can see, oopsie. Most of the good passes are from this space over here, from the left side. Okay, less good passes over here. Let's go down to pink. Pink are the serves that they really, really struggle with. Ooh, that matches up with our data. All right, so they've really struggled with these serves in the left side of the court. All right, so every time they pass it from this area, bang, it's on the net, on the net, on the net. Let's see who's doing that. 15 is the player that is messing up every single serve. Okay, so what's the game plan, team? Tell me. Where do we serve it? Do we serve it to the right side where they're nailing every single one of their passes? Or do we serve it to the left side where they're struggling? And if we do serve it to the left side, what number are we serving at? I'm going to say 15. We're serving at 15 because we know every single time they pass the ball, they stuff it up. That's the easy game plan. Who stuffed this one up? 11. All right, so that's how easy it is to make a game plan. Left to 15, Tristan. Damn. Don't feel sad, brother. Kill him, bro. Kill him. All right. So we know who to serve it at. So isn't this app incredible? You know, we're not only understanding where their worst, what their side is, they struggle with the most. We're also noting who are the worst players. Okay, it's a bit rough when you think about it, but when we're in competition, we want to win. So we need to take advantage of every single mistake they make and double down. All right, so that's our serving. All right, so in our defensive thing, we need to think about our aggressive servers on the right side. We need to adjust for the deep serve. When we're serving at them, we've just made a game plan. Serve to the left side. Serve to 15. Tristan, you're on the money. Nailed it again. Okay, so that's how we make game plans. Let's take a look at where they set. Interesting. All right. What do we notice? Taking a look at all these numbers. What do we got? Yep, a lot of 4. Yep, absolutely. Now, here's my next question that I would ask my team. Hey, where are they setting it to the most? Tristan, you're on the freaking money, boy. Well done. Very, very impressed. Okay, great observation. They're setting a lot to the outside. Okay, around this area here. All right. So guess what we're doing? We're double blocking the hell out of their outside hitters. Look at these outside, because when we look at the middle, well, it looks like they've only had 2 sets to the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 sets to the outside. That means all their sets are going to their outside hitter. And yeah, that's how we have a blocking. That's how we get a blocking game plan. Let's go take a look at their spikes. First of all, let's take a look at where they won. You don't need to be genius to figure this one out. 99% of all of these attacks have been won from their outside hitter. So what are we going to do? We're going to block the hell out of their outside hitter. Okay, 1 kill on this side. Cool, man. Doesn't mean anything. Okay, who cares? Go one-on-one with them. Alright, outside again. There's our blocks. Outside again. Outside again. Okay, now when we look at this as well, look. Their opposites suck. The pink means we're passing their spikes well. So who cares about these guys? Alright? Even when they get a clean spike, we're picking it up perfectly. Okay, so double block on the outside. We just got a blocking plan. Wonderful. Okay. Let's take a look. And we didn't get too much data on that. And not too much data on that. Okay, so that's how we create game plans with stats. Okay, it's really, really easy. Like, Tristan, you and I just did that together. Right? It didn't take a genius to be like, oh, well, I think they were serving really well from the left side. No, they weren't, because we've got the stats. We can look. They're serving really well from the right side. Let's be careful of number 11. They go really sharp, sharp cross court. Right, that's how we create these game plans. Super, super easy. Then we can also reflect on our own. Huge, bro, huge. Or we can reflect on our own game plan and be like, okay, so our game plan was to serve to 1. Okay, most of our serves went to that 1 area. Let's take a look. Blue means good. Blue means they stuffed it up, so our game plan's going really well. Okay, so let's keep that up. Even from the left side here, down to this area to the left side, we're winning points. Let's keep those serves up. Let's see what serves didn't work. Okay, we can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 of our serves on the right side going line didn't work. Okay, we can see 3. Okay, so yeah, it goes along with our theory that left side is their weakest. Let's take a look at our spiking. Now, these are our kills. Actually, let's take a look. A bit too messy. Let's take a look here. Looks like we've got a good spread. We've got some in the middle. We've got some backcourt. We've got some here. We've got kills everywhere. Phenomenal. Keep up the work. Keep up the good work. Good work, girls. We're getting a good spread there. What points are we losing? Our pipes. Our outsides. What points did you guys just absolutely suck at? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's how we can start making game plans for our teams. Okay. So that's why I love this app so much. I start real time in the game. But yes, that's how I make game plan. That's what I think I did really, really well. So if we go back to this page here. Alright, so that's creating game plans. I think that we did a really good job of that. We found other teams' weaknesses. We took advantage of them and we just dunked on them. Oh, sorry about that one. Alright. Let's move on now. That's the thing I wanted to share about their game plans and stuff like that. Creating game plans. Let's go into things I could improve on. Okay, talking to a team after an important loss. Big oof. This has been on my mind ever since 24 hours. I'm still thinking about it constantly. You know, I tried to be really, really intentional. I tried to ask, hey, how are we feeling? What emotions are we going through? I forgot these guys are kids. They're 13, 14 kids, really. And they haven't been taught the language to express themselves effectively, especially when you have dual, triple, quadruple emotions going at once. All right, they might be happy they got the silver, and they might be devastated we lost the gold. Bittersweet feeling. They might be absolutely ashamed of how they played. Might feel guilty. Oh, I should have went to more trainings. Or they might feel even more shame. Oh, I didn't do what I wanted to do on the court. I kept hitting the ball into the net. I kept doing this. I kept doing that too. There's hundreds and hundreds of emotions that are piled on top of each other. And it's essential for, I believe, it's essential for coaches to try and deal with that, try and debrief that. Because if the adults don't debrief and get those emotions out and discuss those emotions, those kids are going to be holding on to those emotions for a really long time, and it's going to be really hard for them to move forward. Okay, maybe they might have some traumatic experiences. Oh, I sucked at being a pass hitter because I kept hitting to the net. Now I'm never going to hit for a year or something. So we need to really debrief. Now, the ideas I have at the moment go like this. Let's scroll down. Debriefing ideas. Now, oops, that's not straight. That's okay. I've started to think about a few different ideas when we debrief. Okay, so I've split it up into time zones. Okay, so we need to do a debrief. This is what I think. Straight after the game. The next one we need to do is slightly after the game. Okay, so that might be 15 to 30 minutes after. And then we need to do it days after. Okay. Now, the one I really struggled with, as we just discussed, was straight after the game. Alright, I was asking for emotions. I tried to hold that space, but I wasn't qualified to. I didn't have the skills to. But I'm going to. But, moving forward. Straight after. I'm starting to think about this straight after idea. Debriefing straight after the game. Because people feel like absolute asshole because they just lost the game. Okay, so there are a lot of negative feelings. And the thing I struggle with is navigating those feelings. Okay? Because, yes, I want to talk about the good stuff. But you know as much as I do, when we're feeling that way and we feel like absolute ass, we don't want to feel good. We don't want to think about the good stuff. We want to stew on the bad stuff. Okay? We want to sort of punish ourselves. And that's something I struggle with. Because I'm a very positive person. I'm a very positive coach. But I also understand the need for expressing yourself in a negative way. Maybe in a horrible way. Alright? So I need to be able to go through these negative emotions with them. Alright? And sort of avoid the good stuff, really. Let's just cross that out. I think. I don't know. But that's what I think. Straight after the game, let's just debrief on these negative emotions. Let's not talk about the good stuff just yet. Okay, because I know for a fact there's some good stuff. Maybe I lied. Maybe let's break it up. Let's go 75% to 25%. Negative feelings, and maybe talk about some good stuff, okay? But remember, last thing you want to do when you're feeling like crap is talk about the good times. Alright? Especially after a loss, that's really, really important. So, negative feelings, then we talk about the good stuff. We talk about, hey, maybe instead of saying how are you feeling, which is a really open-ended and really hard question to answer, maybe instead I could say, hey, let's do more of a guided meditation. You know, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe something into meditation, how we're trying to calm our mind. All right, so maybe even just guided thoughts, like, hey guys, who's feeling a bit frustrated right now? Hands up. Yeah? All right. Who's feeling a bit sad? Who's feeling a bit angry? Who's feeling anxious? Who's feeling happy? All right, because you can feel happy even though you have all these other feelings. You still want to address the good stuff. Who's feeling excited? Who's feeling like they want to go to and train more? All right, I think that's how I would do that. You know, I think that's how I would try and navigate through those feelings, because those are really complex emotions that I was sort of expecting these boys to be able to say, yeah, I'm feeling upset because I didn't play as well as I did, and I think if I stuck to the game plan more, I would have done this. Like, why was I expecting them to be able to express themselves like that? I actually am so impressed that even one of them was saying, I'm feeling pissed. Okay, I shouldn't be expecting so much from such young players, and that's something that I need to teach. All right, so I think guiding those conversations would be really, really good. All right, so let me add that as a note. Guide emotion chats with leading questions. I'm asking questions. I want to know. All right, what I did was I pretended that I didn't pretend, but I was saying I do know. I know how you guys feel. I like, there's probably a lot of emotions going on. Wrong. I should not have done that. I should not have said I know how you feel, because in reality I don't know how they feel. I don't know how anyone feels. All I can do is ask and make sure they know. That's so bad. All I can do is ask and make sure they know that I care, and make sure they know I want to know more about how they're doing and I care about them. Okay, that's the important part about questions that we get so wrong all the time. We always think it's about, hey, I know how you're feeling, I'm being empathetic. Not really. You're sort of just talking to someone. Ask questions. Lead with a question. I tried to, how are you feeling? But then I sort of got stuck. All right. So guide emotional chats. Leading questions. Let's put an example there. Who's feeling? ... I'm very much happy with that. Dude, I really love your vids. Oh, Hydra Z, man. I really love your support. Thank you very much. I'm just debriefing about a tournament. Alright, these are all the things that I need to get better at. Okay, I want to show you guys that I still want to learn. I think I'm a good coach, but I still think I need to get better. Alright, so we're talking about emotional chats after a hard loss. We got to the finals, played for the gold medal, and then lost. Alright. Okay. Let's go on. So that's the debrief that we should have had, that I wish I had straight after the game. Okay, debriefing on emotions, start and go with questions. Now, what I've been thinking about is having a debrief slightly after. So after we do the medal ceremony, after we do all that stuff, after they've got a drink, after they go to the toilet, have another chat outside. Let's move this down. Oops, left that behind. Okay, slightly after the game. So, why slightly after the game? Because that's given them about 15 minutes to try and digest some of these emotions, which are, by the way, all negative, pretty much. Okay? That's given them time to digest a few of these negative emotions. Now, once we take a break, we take a step back. We have another debrief slightly after the game. And guess what? We're not doing it on the court. We're doing it outside. Maybe on the grass. And I would want to change the environment. Because in a way, I want to detach. How do you spell detach? Detach? Double T? I don't know. Because in a way, I want to detach. Right? I want them to get out of the environment. I don't want them to stew in that emotion. We're moving to a new space. And we're talking about some more stuff. Okay, so we've had a good debrief on negative emotions. Oh, this sucks. Okay, we've given them some time, 30 minutes, if we have enough time for that, to sort of chat with their friends, debrief it, go through these emotions by themselves, meditate. And then we come out 30 minutes later, detach from all that negative stuff, change the environment, and we start talking about the positive stuff. All right? Positive. Debrief. Now, the way that I would structure this, man, I'm not good at writing straight. The way I would write my positive debrief would be a debriefing of the tournament. Did you win? Oh, well, like technically, we won the silver. All right, very happy we did that, but still a bit depressed that we lost the gold. Okay. Debrief the tournament. Now, these are my ideas. Okay, for debriefing the tournament. What I'm thinking is I should just give out some cool stats and maybe like a gift. Okay, so maybe we could do most spike kills, you know, like we do this sort of thing. Remember the good times, most spike kills. Then let's think about maybe most aces. And then last one, most perfect passes. Oops. Oops, we're getting messy. Alright, so we start, this debrief is all about celebrating. The celebration of what we've done. Okay? I have some important match today, and I do everything wrong for the pressure. Oh man, under pressure is really, really hard. Alright, before I get back into this, let me actually share an idea with you that may help you with working with pressure and working under pressure. And it's all about emotions. So, the two emotions I'm going to talk about for you, and the ones I always talk about with my team, are excitement. Actually, let's do anxiousness and excitement. And no, wait. How do you spell excitement? That's okay. Alright. Now, in game scenarios, we often feel both of these emotions a lot. We feel anxiousness, oh my god, I hope nothing goes wrong. And we also feel excitement, oh my gosh, I'm excited for the next game. Now, what if I told you those two emotions in our body biologically were exactly the same? Or really, really close to being the same? You'd say, really? Huh? But they are. Okay? Now, let's think about these two emotions, alright? What do they have in common? They both have in common, we're looking, it's all about anticipation. Alright? Anticipation. All right, anticipation means we're looking into the future. Okay, we're thinking about it. All right, so anxiousness is anticipation, but what are we anticipating? We're anticipating the bad things. Bum, bum. Let's just go to bads. All right, we're anticipating ourselves to fail. Okay, we're anxious that we're gonna fail. We're anxious that our team sucks. We're anxious that this and this and this and this. Okay, we're looking into the future and looking for the bad. Let's take a look at excitement. Excitement is still the same. Okay, but it's positive, isn't it? We're looking into the future and we're looking for the good. Alright, we're looking for the good. We're excited for the birthday party. We're excited to play volleyball because we're excited to have fun. So this is how I look at it. Let's pretend this is you. And you're walking along a path. Okay? Now, anxiousness, okay, is us looking down here. Alright, we're looking at the floor. We're scared that we might trip. Yeah? But excitement is more than that. We're actually looking out towards what we want to do. Okay? So that's the idea behind this. Okay, when you're anxious, you're looking for what's wrong. Okay, you don't want to stuff up. Your eyesight's all the way down here. When you're excited, you're looking for the good. You're excited. You're looking forward to it. Okay? Now you're saying, okay, well, now that I understand that, that's okay, cool. What can I do with that? The only thing that changes between excitement and anxiousness is our perception of that emotion in our body. Alright, so what I mean by that is when you're feeling anxious, if you perceive yourself to be excited, that's what you're going to feel. If you're excited and then you say, I'm feeling anxious, oh, there we go, now I'm feeling anxious. Yeesh. It's that simple. I've literally tried it out. When I feel excited, I start to think, I'm anxious, and I start feeling horrible, okay? So, when you're in the middle of the game, when you are serving, and you're like, oh my god, I don't want to stuff this up. Guess what, brother? You're anxious. You're looking for the negatives. Oh my god, I don't want to stuff up. Oh my god, my serve sucks. Oh my god, this. Guess what? Instead of saying I'm anxious, this sucks, you can say, oh my god, I'm excited. Yeah? That's what I teach my players to do every single time before they serve, because serving is usually a very stressful time. I'm excited. That's all you need to tell yourself. I'm excited. And hopefully, that anxiousness, that self-doubt, turns into you looking ahead, looking for the good, and playing your best. Just something to consider. Sorry I went on a tangent, but I thought that might help you out. Okay, so good luck in your game, Hydra. Hoping for the best for you, man. Alright, back we go. Hey, yo, dude, that's so smart. Man, that's not me, bro. That's just the research I've done. Brene Brown. If you want to look her up. Brene Brown. She's one of the best psychologists, leading psychologists in guilt and shame. She does so many cool, beautiful books. Give it a read. But yeah, give it a try. And hopefully you can keep me updated. Okay, Brene Brown, she's very, very cool. That's where I learned all this information from. Alright. Let's move on. That was a very passionate segue from me. I mean, change up from me. Thanks for taking me on that journey, Hydra. Okie dokie. Positive debrief. Where are we up to? Alright, we had the debriefing idea. Yep, straight after the game, negative feeling 75%, and only focus on a bit of 25%. People like to punish themselves, and that's okay. All right, it's all right to have those feelings. So we'll talk about that straight after the game. After the game, 15, 30 minutes after, we want to detach, change the environment, and we want to have a positive debrief. Okay, so we want to focus on the positive things. We want to talk about most spiked balls. And then I was thinking of doing a name for it. Most spiked balls. And this person is awarded the biggest hitter award. And I gift them a pair of boxing gloves. Yeah. Love doing stuff like this. It makes it a little more legit. Makes it a little fun. We can joke about it. Okay, now. Most aces. We can call them, literally, the ace. And I can gift them a deck of cards. I reckon, maybe if you have a better idea, hit me up. Aces, I just think of ace cards. And best passes. Most perfect passes. I got a good one. The title they get is Fasta Pasta. And they receive a bag of pasta from me. Alright? A bag of pasta. Okay, so let's take a look at the starting app. Is it just over here? And we can actually look that up. How many aces did we get in the game? 2 aces by 4 and 1. Okay, who had the best at serves? 57, 31. Aces. Number 4. So in my thing, number 4 in the debrief would receive... Oh no, that's spiking. Number 4 receive most aces. They would be called my ace. The ace! They get rewarded a deck of cards. And then most spike kills. Let's take a look at that. Spikes. Woo! Total spikes. Let's take a look back at this data over here. Spike kills 62%. 2 kills. 4 kills. 3 kills. 13 kills. God damn! Number 1 would be the biggest hitter with the boxing gloves. And then most perfect passes. Let's take a look. So receive. Be number 8 by far. Number 8. Okay, so this idea is all about celebrating the good. And now that, because we've gone through those negative emotions, now we can celebrate the good stuff. Yeah, and it's a bit fun. I think it'd be good. You know, someone gets a bag of pasta. It's a bit stupid, really. But I think it gives our teams a good chance to celebrate and just have a laugh and have a good time. Okay, and in this positive debrief, after we've highlighted all our gun players and celebrated them, we also need to think about the parents, managers, the teachers, and yeah, parents, managers, teachers. We need to give a big shout out to these guys. Oops, that's not right. I didn't know I could do that shape. Big shout out to these guys. Okay, most selfless people in the world. Love this idea. Gonna do this with my social team this weekend. Awesome. Great idea. Great idea, Tristan. Do you have some favorite players? In general or in my team? Like in the pro play? Are you talking about? But yes, that's our debrief. That's our 30-minute debrief after the game. We celebrate the good. We thank everyone. And maybe we even ask for some highlights. Highlights. Okay. What's your highlight? My highlight was when Bazza absolutely bonked the ball and nailed himself. Somehow hit himself in the face. Like, oh no, we have a laugh. We talk about the highlights. All right. And the reason why, I'm not sure if I said it, the reason why I made it 15 to 30 minutes long is because then I can actually put these stats together and find out who all these people are. Yeah, it's a little smart play. So I've got enough time. All right, so highlights. And now there should be another debrief days after. You may be thinking, holy moly, man, you're doing a lot of debriefs. And yes, I am, because players have a lot of emotions. Your favorite players? I mean, pros? Man. Pro players? Honestly, I don't watch enough pro play to have a favorite. You know, I'm really far behind on it. I've been trying to stream pro play, like all these games from Volleyball World, but they always like copyright strike me, which sucks. So yeah, that's what I. Sorry, it's a bit of a sad question, man. Making me reflect on my life. God damn, such a simple question, such a complex answer. But no, man, I don't have anyone. Like, other than like the classic Ishikawa from Japan, I just love that, watching that dude play volleyball. He's so cool. But yeah, I definitely need to get further into the game. You got any favorite? You got any teams or players that I should look up and just keep an eye on? You know, I love getting inspired by people. All right, now this is the debrief days after. So we have one after the game, talking about all the crap stuff. We have one half an hour later, talking about all the positive stuff. And now we have one days after. They've had time to go through those emotions, get it out of their systems, feel it, experience it. And now we actually do. I'm actually thinking, well, I'm going to make one with you guys. Days after, an online survey. Now, what does this do? This will allow our players to reflect personally by themselves. Okay, so we're going to have some personal questions. One up, one forward. If you don't know what that is, one up is one thing you did well. One forward is something you want to work on. Okay, so we're going to have a one up, one forward. For personal. Question would be, what is something you were proud of yourself for the weekend? Or what is one thing you believe you did really well on the weekend? Okay, what is one thing you believe you can improve on moving on from this tournament? So that's the personal question. Okay, then we have the team question. What's one thing the team did really well? Okay, and what's one thing the team needs to do and move forward? Then, this one's a really good one. I really, really like it. I think it's really important. Is a coach. One thing your coach did well, and one thing they can do better next time. Because when was the last time you gave your coach feedback? Probably a really, really long time. Okay, because for some reason, coaches sort of sit comfortably on the sideline and they give out feedback. They tell you critical feedback. They tell you positive feedback. Then we never give out players opportunities to give coaches feedback. So this is the chance. Okay, I do it on an online. I'm thinking of doing it on online form because I could ask them in like face to face, hey, what can I do better? But you know, people get awkward. They're like, yeah, perfect. You're like, rubbish. Tell me. But yes, so that's why I'm making an online form. It feels a little more secure. Okay, you can speak your mind. No one else is going to hear you, and it's to the coach. One thing the coach did really well. One thing I wish they did for me. So sorry. Personal. One thing the coach did I liked for me, and one thing I wish the coach did for me. Wish I did for me. And then team. And that's how simple it's going to be. So, let's make this together. Where's my music at? Let's do this music. Is this going to be alright for YouTube? That's him. Hopefully you can hear that in the background. Alright, let's make a form together. Untitled form. Intermediate. Reflection. Intermediate skill scale. Form description. It's time to reflect on our recent tournament. Add new. Choice. Now I want a rating. What's that do? Question. Oh, let's do a rating. Heck yeah. Okay, so the rating we're going to do is... let's... Rubbish, let's just do questions. I'm getting ahead of myself. Linker. Ranking. Net promoter score. I have no idea what you're talking about. Question. Oh, let's actually add a section. Sorry, I'm getting... Add new. Section. Add new. Section. Section 1. Personal reflection. Insert new text. One thing you did well over the tournament. Long answer required. Insert new text. Question. One thing you believe. One thing you believe you need to work on moving forward. It's not really a question, is it? One thing you believe you did well in the tournament? It's just a statement. I don't know. And then a new section. Team. Reflection. Add new text. One thing you believe the team did well over the tournament. Long answer. Required. They're all required. Add new text. One thing you believe the team... One thing you believe the team needs to work on. Work on moving forward. You know, because that's our idea. We're moving forward. We're always moving forward. Oh, add a new section. Add new section. Coach reflection. Add new text. One thing you believe your coach did well for you. Tournament. Nope. Required. Long answer, if need be. Text. One thing you believe your coach needs to work on. Moving forward. Oh, it's a bit aggressive. One thing you believe your coach needs to work on moving forward. Yeah, they need to work on it. Stuff them. Add new. One thing you believe your coach did well for the team. And let's add one more. One thing you believe your coach needs to work on. One thing you believe your coach needs to work on with your team. I've put myself in a bit of a doozy, hasn't I? One thing you believe your coach did well for you. One thing you believe your coach did well for the team. Long answer. One thing you believe your coach to work on. What did I say up here? One thing you believe the team needs to work. Needs to work on for the team. Moving forward. And let's add one last one, rating. Should I add a rating? Nah, that's dumb. I really like the idea. Rate your growth over tournament. Yeah, I like that one. Symbols, ribbons. Ooh, this is cool. Light bulbs. Trophy. Check mark. Heart. Hearts. And numbers. And stars. So do you coach full time? Yeah, brother. Full time coach. You know, I used to be a teacher. I used to do primary school teaching, but I got anxiety, like all the time. Like I would get anxiety attacks before I went to school because I was honestly scared because it was just such a stressful job. You know, I was like holding kids back like this, like from fighting each other. I know I shouldn't have gotten in the way. You know, I'm supposed to just leave it, but man, it just doesn't seem right to me. You know, I know my safety is the most important, but yeah, I had to do that sort of stuff, and it was hectic. So every day I was just having, no, not every day, but a few days a week I'd have panic attacks and anxiety attacks, and I was thinking, damn, why am I having so many anxiety attacks? And turns out it was because I was teaching. So I stopped teaching, decided to have a break, and now, yeah, like you said, I'm doing something I love. You know, I still love education, still love teaching, but now it's in something that I love teaching, and something that the kids enjoy, and something I can see, well, not kids, adults as well, something that, yeah, I just love. So that's my story. Alright, now, preview. Ooh, yay! Oh, cool. So this next page is... Alright, this works out really, really well. Let's take a look at mobile. Okay. Good for us. Let's do some quick tournaments. When giving feedback to yourself and others, please remember: be kind, specific, and helpful. You know, I could do a whole video on giving feedback properly. But let's just say these are the three most important things. Be kind, specific, and helpful. When you're kind, specific, and helpful, your feedback actually makes a difference. When you're not that, it doesn't make a difference at all. Okay, let's just focus in on specific. Okay. When we're not specific, it's really easy in sports, especially volleyball, being like, hey, good serve. Is that specific? Are they going to get any better at something by you saying that? No, because it's not effective feedback. You got to be specific. What was good about the serve? All right. So I just thought I'd add that, giving feedback. Because, hey, if I get feedback, one thing you believe your coach needs to work on moving forward, and they just say talking, oh, okay. That doesn't really mean anything. Talking, cool. But if they're specific about it, hey, I wish you would talk less in timeouts. I wish you would talk less in timeouts so I have my own time to think. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. That's going to help me. Okay, it's not going to be like you need to get better at talking. Doesn't mean anything. Be specific. Be kind. Be helpful. Okay, well, we are done with this. Now I just need to learn how to share it. Oh, cool. The school I'm coaching at is blue. And now, how do I share it? Do y'all know? Nope. Duplicate? No, I don't want to duplicate it. Let's click preview. Alright, cool, I've made one. Present. I don't know what that's about. Cool, well, what do I do? Anyone know? I'm missing something. What if I just send that to someone? No? Oh, what's this? Okay, well this is where my age shows. There's a link on the right. Link on the right. Nani? Woo, man, I love being illiterate. No, I'm not, but collect responses. Hey, Tristan, you're a freaking genius, bro. Okay, cool. I was too scared to click that because I thought it'd like finish the thing. Okay. Good stuff. Oh wait, I should probably add in names, eh? That'd be pretty smart. Insert new. Or can I turn that into settings? Accept responses, start, end date, set time duration, no shuffle questions. Show progress bar. Yeah, I like that. I'll do that. Hide, submit another response. Nah, start date, end date, nah. Okay, well maybe I'm just should I assume let's do it. Let's see if I need to fill it in. Nope. So I should probably add in a name part. Insert new text. Name. Required. Okay. Okay, I'm happy. Shorten URL. Copy URL. How about? Sorry, I'm just doing stuff. Just having some brain ideas. Insert new section. And we can put that in section 1. Cool. Alright, let's do that again. Name, yay. Coach Artie. Next. Good. One thing you believe you did well over the tournament. I stayed calm in hectic situations and positively affected my team. One thing you believe you need to work moving forward. Oh. To work on. Move forward. To work on moving forward. Move forward. Work on for the team moving forward. Okay, cool. Alright. One thing you believe you need to work on moving forward. Hey, Yuska's in the chat. Any way to get more experience ASAP? Also, could you turn your mic up? Yeah, sure. How's that? Turn it up. Is that good? I think I'm starting to peak. Peaking? Oh, too much. Too much. Is there any way to get more experiences ASAP? Yeah, man. Depends what your situation is. Does your school have volleyball? If they do, awesome. Join that. Does your school let you set up volleyball courts during the lunch break? That's a good way to get some more touches in. Are there outdoor courts at your school? If you're not in school, you could reach out to a club. If you're not a part of a club, a lot of clubs seem to do like weekly casual trainings. Like the club I'm at, Brisbane Volleyball Club, we do that sort of thing. You know, every Monday and Saturday, people sign up and then they can play. It's $12.50. They get an hour and a half. We run drills. We do all these things. We got awesome courts, awesome balls. So that's something you could look into. Oh, good. Much better. Thanks. Good. Is there a way to get more experience? I guess if you have a ball at home, you can do things. I've been meaning to make a skill workshop for home. But yeah, there's a whole lot of things you can do. But yeah, it depends. Really depends. One thing you believe you need to work on moving forward. I believe I need to work on debriefing with my team. I'm not very good at navigating emotionally filled environments. All right, there's a good 2 answers. One thing you believe the team did well over the tournament. I believe the team learned a lot very fast. They were able to adapt and learn new game plans for different teams. Yeah, I'm pretty much doing as much as I can right now, like doing school volleyball, social comps, and training, and club teams as well. Yeah, cool. Well, man, I think that's as much as you can go. Oh, are you in your school volleyball team? Are they going to school's cup or anything? Oh, I don't know if you guys. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know. I think you believe one thing you believe the team needs to work on moving forward. And the team needs to work on being more resilient. In high pressure scenarios. That's how you spell scenarios. Next, one thing you believe your coach did well for you. Gave me effective feedback to better myself. I think coach needs not to be so late. And be more prepared. One thing you believe your coach did well for the team. Hyped us up before games. One thing you believe your coach needs to work on for the team moving forward. If the coach was more direct with critical feedback, I believe they'd be players who understand expectations better. All right, okay, cool. So that only took about 5 minutes. Rate your growth over the tournament. Maybe I grew that much. Submit. Awesome. Yeah, our team isn't much of a volleyball school, so it's usually me and another guy carrying, which makes it tough. Tough to properly practice skills in games. Yeah, it's rough, especially if you don't have a coach, like a specific coach. That's really rough, man. All I can say is, if you're younger, maybe try and play with the higher skill players. You know, if you're good enough to play with them. You know, I think playing at lunchtimes is really good because everyone sort of comes along and plays. The good players, the bad players, everyone in between. So yeah. Alright, and let's say collect responses. Anyone can respond. Yay. Copy. Alright, well, I'm going to send this to my other coach, and he can send it to my players. Alright. Oh. We have done a lot of learning today. A lot of reflecting. Alright, so I might finish it up there. Hour and a half. I'm getting exhausted, actually. I might have a little nap. Hoo yeah. So, life is good. We've talked about things I can improve on. Actually, we've still got more that I can improve on, but I'm exhausted. I want to stop reflecting, have a break. We talked about debriefing. We talked about using our emotions for our advantage and anticipation. So, being excited versus being anxious. We've talked about a lot of stuff. So, good session, guys. Thanks for asking all these wonderful questions. And I will see you next time. Peace, dude. Take care. Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate that, man. Love your support. Thanks for all the lessons, Coach Artie. Appreciate it. No worries, Tristan. I'm just happy I can help. It's my passion. Love teaching. And thanks for joining me, in teaching myself something. Again. Hey, thanks, Tuno. Good seeing you. Alright, see you guys. Appreciate your support.